entire segment, bro, of the podcast where let's get a little bit first. I want to put this in here because this is some major stuff going on with Big Baby Jared Anderson. All right. So we got Big Baby Jared Anderson, who we know is a part of Top Rank Boxing. He is under Bob Arum. He is been slowly scaling his way up the ladder as far as trying to make a name for himself in the heavyweight division. And I think at this point he does have a name. We even saw where he's gotten some quality sparring rounds in with Tyson Fury over the last year. And so at this point, though, a lot of people are going to really start to ask after his most recent knockout. A lot of people want to know, when is Big Baby Jared Anderson really going to get in there with some of the top elite heavyweights in boxing? Because he's yet to really face a top opponent, but yet we know Jared Anderson is not scared, and he's ready to face off against the next level of top-tier competition, bruh. So connect the whiff on this one, bruh. In 2023, I think we might have asked this last year, but here we are on 2022. Still no big names yet for Jared Anderson, but now let's go to 2023, bruh. In that year, will Jared Anderson, bruh, connect the whiff, Jared Anderson will face off against a top 10 heavyweight. A top 10 heavyweight next year in 2023. Connect the whiff.
He's been very busy. He stayed active. He probably fight every 2 months. I think he get around 16 fights. If you got 16 fights, 16 knockouts, I say hope the end of next year, around the fourth quarter, the November, December. Hopefully, I'm gonna say connect. I want to see him in the ring with somebody with a top guy. You know what I'm saying? I think it should happen because he's humble and he want all the smoke. He calling out all the names. He even want the winner of this fight this weekend. There's a lot of guys he's calling out. He ain't gonna be to run long. You know what I'm saying? You ain't be to run too long. It's gonna be mandatory challenges and all of that. I don't know all the science right now. I haven't looked at all of that, but I'm just I'm of the mindset that he before next year's end, I think he'll get one.
Connect, man. Hey, bro, you know what? I'm gonna go the opposite direction, bro. I'm gonna disagree, bro. I'm gonna say whiff. And now I'm gonna say whiff. Here's why I'm gonna say whiff, bro. I'm gonna say whiff because outside of a Tyson Fury, I'm not quite sure right now if Bob Arum has a top 10 heavyweight to feed him. Right? When you start to talk about a lot of these heavyweights who are in the top 10, a lot of them are not on Top Rank. So I don't know that Bob is legitimately going to have a legit top 10 heavyweight next year to allow Big Baby Jared Anderson to face off against. I think essentially we're going to continue to see Jared Anderson kind of slow roll his way up the ladder. And then I feel like it'll come to a position probably late next year going into 2024 where Jared Anderson is really going to have to be willing to work with some other networks. He's going to have to be able to work with a Showtime to maybe get a Deontay Wilder, a Andy Ruiz, a Luis King Kong Ortiz, a Frank Sanchez.
Where Frank Sanchez at? Who he with?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Frank might be PBC or DAZN. I don't think that Frank is Top Rank, but don't quote me on that one. But right now, I don't believe that there's many top 10 options under the Top Rank banner. So for me, it's going to be a whiff for that reason, because I think a lot of those other heavyweights are going to keep fighting each other, and there's going to be no reason for them to do business with Bob Arum.
Definitely. Bob Arum would definitely put you on the island.
Right, you know what I mean? So it's going to be not many reasons for them to deal with him, because the other thing that a lot of people forget, man, a lot of people keep forgetting this, and I'm going to keep on harping on it, but when it came to Tyson Fury, people got to give kudos to Deontay Wilder.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Because Deontay Wilder was not about playing politics and saying that I'm going to freeze out Fury because he's over there with Bob Arum. He went ahead and was willing to fight the best of the best. So that's how Fury got in there. and was able to face off against him and snag a title. But I think the fate is going to be a little different, bro, for Jared Anderson, man. But we'll see what ends up happening, bro, in the future. But it's not looking like, bro, like there's too many top 10 heavyweights over there. I mean, maybe you could put him in there against his brother in boxing, F.A. Ajagba, even though he lost his last bout. But you got to get F.A. Ajagba back in the ring and get back in the winners column. But that was the other heavyweight they were trying to build up under the top rank banner, along with Tyson Fury. But
he just won his fight. He just fought last weekend, I think.
He did. Okay, so he's back in the winners column. Okay. I mean, so that's good for F.A. Ajagba. If he's now back in the winners column, then maybe you end up having a situation where you have no choice but to have F.A. and Jared fight each other next year. But like I said, man, I don't see them having many options, bro. You know how it is with Bob Arum, bro.
You're right. I definitely need to look at it from that perspective. You're absolutely right.
Yes.
So that's a win for me too. That's a win for me too. I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. So you know how it goes.